What is good, YouTube? Stu here with a video on the future of the DC Cinematic Universe, or the DC Extended Universe, or whatever you want to call it. So this is a video that I've had a lot of people ask me on Instagram at Stu to cover, and we're going to cover it today because there's an interesting article going around, but this story has been floating around for the past 6 months or so, but there's a lot of correlation with information about the Flash movie going around that I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to talk about it with you guys. So if you are new around here, make sure to subscribe to never miss any of the videos. At the 100,000 subscribe mark, I will be giving away something so damn cool, but we'll talk about that when we get 1,000 or 2,000 away. So make sure to check us out on Instagram at WarStew, Twitter WarStewG, twitch.tv/WarStew, and Facebook page WarStew. So let's get into the news. So there's an article going around. I will leave the link down below, but essentially it's just accumulating information from lots of different places. So the Flash will reboot the DCEU and may lead to the rebirth of the Justice League. Now, this is a story that's been going around since at least a year ago. I think I've covered it multiple times. So fans are wondering what's going to happen with the DCEU, because the Flashpoint storyline in the comic books essentially rebooted parts of the DC universe inside of the comic book. So it's an interesting subject case study. So at the second DC Fandom event this past weekend, producer Barbara Machete acknowledged the following: the Flash will restart everything and doesn't forget anything. So what does this mean? This means all the Snyderverse stuff still exists. It will always be there in the DC history, but things are going to change. She went on to say the following: well, I want you to see it, so I'm not going to tell you a lot, said Machete, who then teased multiple characters will appear in the film, but I will tell you that it's a ride. It's going to be fun and exciting. There's a lot of DC characters in it. Well, there's got to be, because if you know the Flashpoint storyline, it's a storyline where Barry Allen goes back in time to stop his mother being killed from Eobard Thawne, the Reverse Flash. And in this timeline, Wonder Woman and Aquaman having a massive fight. Thomas Wayne's actually Batman. Citizen Cold is like, you know, a good guy. And there's lots of cool things that they're probably not going to add, but it is very interesting. So make no mistakes, as despite the numerous rumors appeared in the film, Machete assured fans the Flash is the superhero of this film and explained he is the bridge between all these characters and timeline. He is. But let's be honest, guys, at the moment no one freaking cares about Ezra Miller as the Flash. I am one of the biggest Flash fans in the world. In fact, I started this YouTube channel talking about the Flash TV show with Grant Gustin, who is the better version of Flash. But it's a bit unfair because we've not really seen the Flash. We've seen this Sweden version of him. We've seen the Zack Snyder version of him in the Suicide Squad movie when he took out Captain Boomerang, but that's it. So until we see the Zack Snyder version of Ezra Miller Flash, we don't really know what's going on. Machete assured Jeff Johns' original celebrated story arc that restarted the DC comic continuity in the New 52 provides more than Barry Allen is the key of the DCEU, reference in the Snyderverse rather than Lois Lane. But what's interesting here is if any of these characters that were in the Snyderverse go to the next Justice League movie, then that tells us that realistically it's just a mediocre, soft reboot. So, as for the timeline mentioned by Machete, these are most likely the Snyderverse, where Barry originates from, and Michael Keaton's Batman's film, which would be represented in the film within the appearance of Michael Keaton himself. According to most recent reports, the Flash will follow Barry as he goes back in time to save his mother in a time travel adventure that will see the Beast slam into alternate timelines and other realities while diving deeper into the DC multiverse. Well, essentially that is the storyline. So it's interesting. There was a story I read the other day where it actually said that Reverse Flash wasn't the main villain, but it's like, I guess he's not really the main villain, but he's a pinnacle part to the Flash as a general whole. So while the characters will figure into the script, other than Michael Keaton and Batman as Batfleck, Dark Knight, Cyborg, despite the ongoing battle with the studio, proclaimed creative demands. See, what is interesting here is Jason Momoa has recently come out and said that, yeah, he agrees and there's a lot of stuff dodgy going on behind the scenes, which is interesting. Currently remain a mystery. A new scoop from Geekzoid Mikey Sutton may provide inside information. Let's be honest, guys, every freaking scooper in the world said this. I've heard this from multiple people, so let's just discontinue the source. According to anonymous sources, the Justice League will reboot the up-and-coming Flash film, and its membership will extend further than simply getting the band back together. But if it's going to be a completely reboot, you're going to have to recast every single character, aren't you? Yeah, that is not happening. As far as the original Justice League members are concerned, fans can look forward to the returns of Henry Cavill Superman. Well, yeah, because I keep telling you guys that I'm hearing information that Henry Cavill is actually signing on for multiple roles. But what's new? It's not being confirmed yet. Yeah, because of what's going on in the world, guys. Henry Cavill is not going anywhere. Gal Gadot is Wonder Woman. She's a pinnacle part of the Flashpoint comic, the Flashpoint movie, animated movie, and recently there's been talks that she would appear in it. Jason Momoa's Aquaman, well, that's pretty much a gimme. Though Gal Gadot rumoured appearance has previously been reported, Momoa resurfaced from the depths of Aquaman as a fresh catch of news that pushes the Flash closer to fully blown reunion of the Snyder Justice League. So basically, this is telling me that we're basically getting the Snyder version after this, because you got to remember, Ben Affleck is the Snyder version of Batman. If he's appearing in this means that whatever's going forward is technically still the Snyderverse. The rumours that Cavill will make an appearance in the Flash movie, last indication that the actor intends to... Okay, shut up. Seriously, what are you on about? Henry Cavill has been stating for years that he's not going anywhere, that he wants to play the role forever. Ridiculous. Krypton's last son and return seems beyond the realm of possibility until recently. Other rumours have suggested that Superman's next stop will be a cumulative appearance against Black... Okay, it's not really a rumour when you've got The Rock, Dwayne Johnson saying, yeah, maybe me and the Superman can fight, or maybe we could be friends. So it's not a rumour, it's ridiculous. This kind of part of this article is ridiculous. If Sutton's last scoop is to believe the sequel... No, that's not a freaking scoop. Let's be honest, your boy War Stew has said this before. Most people online. Along with Momoa, Aquaman Sutton Insider also claims that Amber Heard will return as Mira. I mean, Mira's not really a pinnacle part of anything to do with this, so to speak. It makes no sense. And with her ongoing court case with Johnny Depp and obviously Amber Heard, at the moment, she's still going to be an Aquaman too, so that's not really any kind of scoop. Heard's return is unsurprising and has bounded into the comics recently report that Heard was still attached to the movie as Queen Mira. Why wouldn't she be attached to the movie? It makes literally no sense. The anonymous insider also confirmed that Ray Fisher will reprise his role as Cyborg. Okay, that's been going around for the last few weeks, so to speak. Sutton states there have been discussions of him directing a Dark Knight movie for HBO Max. It's possible the Flash movie will write him out of the continuity. Can't see that happening because he's getting his HBO Max series with Joe Manganiello. So the rest of this is kind of just fabrication. AT&T wants to see Patterson and Cavill team up for the world finest adventure, developing a much less hostile relationship that was shown in Dawn of Justice. Yeah, whatever. I mean, I would take this bit with a pinch of salt, but as far as we know, Cavill's not going anywhere. Affleck is actually not going anywhere. He's reprising his role for more than what is actually stated. So I would say this stuff is fan fiction, so to speak. Also confirmed the appearance of Green Lantern, a follow-up scoop from blah blah blah. Okay, yeah, of course Green Lantern's going to appear at some point. That's just freaking ridiculous. Black Adam, Shazam, Sutton stated the cameo appearance have been discussed. Of course they've been discussed. I mean, literally, The Rock has told us this. This is nothing new. God, this is hilarious. But I thought I'd cover it because you guys have been asking what's going to go on with the Justice League going forward after the Flash movie. And we've not really done an in-depth video recently, but like I keep saying, guys, Henry Cavill is coming back. Nothing's changed. It's just not been revealed yet. Batfleck's coming back for principal photography with the Justice League movie, also the Flash movie, also the HBO Max, and maybe beyond that is interesting. The same with Michael Keaton, who is apparently signed on to do Batman Beyond movie as well as the old Batman. So this is an interesting article. I don't really think it's going to reboot a new Justice League because it's literally going to have most of the same characters. They might replace who was Green Lantern in the Snyderverse Justice League movie because we didn't really get to see who it was concurrently. but are set for that. I mean, it depends how the ongoing drama goes with Cyborg, but I can't really see them replacing him either, because it will be a very bad situation for Warner Bros. And AT&T don't really want to go down that route. So if you could check us out on Instagram at WarStew, that would be cool. I do interact with everyone on there. Also, you could check us out on Twitter at WarStewG, Facebook page WarStew. That will be much appreciated, guys. And I will catch you in another video very soon. Catch ya later.